Part 29. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion. Author, 7 years. Chapter 281. The elite Skyhook Scorpion with only 20,000 health points could not stop Suchen's ultra-high real damage attack. Not to mention the 11 times attack, just the first time the golden light wave covered it, hundreds of elite monsters were completely wiped out. The silver-level Skyhook Scorpion King only lasted 3 attacks. Then he screamed and was torn into pieces by golden light waves. Green blood flowed all over the floor. Suchen quickly collected the fallen objects on the ground. There are 8 level 50 bronze equipment, 1 silver equipment, and 3 ordinary skill books. Of course, such a high explosion rate is because he has the lucky gem. If it were an ordinary player who cleared a breach dungeon, he would usually have 2 or 3 pieces of bronze equipment alive. Whether the boss can break out the silver outfit depends entirely on his face. Ding! Congratulations on successfully clearing the Breaking Realm mission copy. Obtain Breaking Stone *1. Ding! Congratulations on successfully obtaining the second job change mission. Please go to the second job transfer master in the south of Jingtao City. He will personally guide you how to complete the second job transfer and obtain more powerful attributes and professional skills. Ding! Server-wide announcement. Player Junlin successfully completed the mission copy of Breaking Realm for the first time in the whole server. The clearance time was 2 minutes and 17 seconds. He received the first pass reward, Qualification Star Level 5, free attribute points 100. 3 consecutive system prompts sounded in his mind. Suchen casually added 100 attribute points to his strength, and then looked at the breaking stone in his hand. Boundary Breaking Stone. Grade, Rare. Function, after use, the player's level 50 restriction can be immediately lifted. Description, items that can only be obtained after clearing the Breaking Boundary mission copy. When some special beings break through the level limit, more Breaking Boundary stones may be needed. My current qualification has reached 505 stars. In the past, when I reached 288 stars, I needed a full 80 breaking stones to break through the level limit. I don't know how many more are needed now. Suchen tried to use the experience points in the experience storage to level up. Ding! Upgrade failed. Continuing to level up requires breaking stone *140. I wipe it. I alone need 140 breaking stones to break through the level limit. If you include the 2 girls Yu and Mengli, each of them needs 10 breaking stones, then I won't be able to finish it 160 times. Thinking of this, Suchen also had a headache. Just click on the copy option. Please choose 1 off copy. 2 continue to stay. 3 reopen the copy. 3 options unfolded before Suchen's eyes. The mission copy of Breaking the Realm can be refreshed repeatedly. But most people won't do this. After all, it's time-consuming and the explosion rate is not high to defeat so many elite monsters and bosses by one person. It's not as convenient as forming a group outside. Choice 3 Reopen the book. Suchen pressed the option. With a snap, he returned to the entrance of the canyon again. The strong wind swept up the yellow sand flying in the sky. This time, Suchen separated from his clone Ji Mengli and let the latter transform into the true form of the black dragon, carrying him flying through the canyon at low altitude. Shishi, shishi. One by one, elite Skyhook scorpions were attracted and chased after the black dragon. 3 minutes ago, when the heads of hundreds of guilds in the 20-nation alliance heard the announcement of the end of the Sea Tribe invasion plot, they all cheered up. Quick! Send people to Broken Dream Island immediately to investigate. Find out about the battle damage in Dragon City. What about the Eagle Knights of the Viking Guild? How is the situation now? Everyone looked at Tak, the leader of the Viking Guild. The latter smiled and said to everyone, "Well, we are sending giant eagle knights from Stormwater City to investigate. I believe we will get the news in 10 minutes, the mission breaking the realm has started. I believe everyone has seen the clearance ranking list. I wonder if you are interested in this first pass? Sakura. Purgatory Guild leader Kuroda Mito smiled calmly. The reward of qualification star level *5 is rare. Once obtained, the attributes that will be upgraded later will be twice that of others. I, Sakura Purgatory, will definitely compete for it. Haha, I'm sorry, my Gold Star Guild has already dispatched elite players to enter the Breach Dungeon as soon as possible. It will take up to an hour to complete the level. We each have decided on the first pass reward. God's Whip. The guild has killed the 9th elite monster at the fastest speed. Is there anyone who wants to compete in real time to clear the level? I said, don't forget about Dragon City's King's Landing. That guy is a special case. Haha, King's Landing? The mess in Dragon City alone was enough to make him scratch his head, but he was still thinking about the first pass in the breakthrough dungeon. When Total War begins, Dragon City, will be a target. We can attack if we want, and destroy if we want. Also, oh, Goddess of Luck, this elite battle is good, and I have actually killed the 13th monster in the Boundary Dungeon, and it seems to be ranked first at the moment. The War Overlord looked at the guild heads who were like fighting cocks and just sneered in his heart. One of his elite shield warrior players has entered the dungeon with a small scroll of forbidden spells. Now, more than 20 elite monsters have been pulled along the way. I believe it will take less than 10 minutes to complete the level. Unlike these guilds who like to talk, War Overlord likes to use facts to crush everything. In 10 minutes at most, the first pass through the entire server of the Breakthrough Dungeon belongs to my War Overlord guild. As for Dragon City, the War Overlord is convinced that no matter how damaged it is in the plot of the sea invasion, it will not change the outcome of Total War being targeted by the 6 realms. Dragon City is already on the road to destruction. While everyone was waiting for news from Dragon City, they were also eagerly paying attention to the clearance of the Broken Realm dungeon. A big red font suddenly floated before the eyes of all the guild heads in the room. Ding! Server-wide announcement. Player Junlin successfully completed the mission copy of Breaking Realm for the first time in the whole server. The clearance time was 2 minutes and 17 seconds. He received the first pass reward, qualification star level 5, free attribute points 100. Looking at this big red font, the entire conference hall instantly became silent. 217 seconds. Yes, did he use Dragon City's rapid-fire artillery to clear the level? How dare he clear the level at this time? Is Dragon City irrelevant anymore? Asiba. Shameless Junlin, how dare you steal the first pass from my Big H family? At this moment, the giant virtual screen in front of the conference hall suddenly showed the real-time shooting of the giant eagle knights of the Viking Guild. All I could see was that the sea was calm and calm. The setting sun hung lazily on the horizon. The entire sea surface was dyed golden yellow. It was a peaceful scene. But the giant eagle knight in the picture screamed like a ghost. Gone. Nothing is left. Dragon City, it disappeared. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion. Author, 7 years. Chapter 282. Talk, the leader of the Viking Guild, was stunned for a long time. Then he said angrily, "Idiot. Did you fly to the wrong place?" The giant eagle knight in the screen said with great grievance. "Boss. I've walked around twice. This is obviously Broken Dream Island, but now I can't see a single stone at all." The giant eagle knight rotates the perspective of the screen and surrounds it 360 degrees. "Boss, look, it's all water. There is no island. There is no Dragon City. And I made sure I made the right move. Look at the other side, at the end of the sea is the continental line where Jingtao City is located, but Broken Dream Island has disappeared. Looking at the real picture transmitted on the screen, the leader of the Viking Guild stood blankly in front of the virtual screen, with his mouth wide open, speechless for a long time. This is really a ghost in the day. Such a big island, actually disappeared out of thin air? In the silent meeting hall, a guild leader suddenly hesitated and said, "Could it be that it was bulldozed by the Sea Clan?" Hearing this guess, everyone's eyes lit up. It's possible. Probably. The entire Endless Sea mobilized all the sea people to besiege a city, and Poseidon took action in the middle. Even if Dragon City killed Poseidon, the process must have been extremely tragic, and even finally aroused the ocean overlord Leviathan. His rage blasted the entire Broken Dream Island into nothingness in one fell swoop. Some people used their imagination wildly and said excitedly. The leader of the Gold Star Guild laughed loudly after hearing this. Sakura Purgatory, the guild leader Kuroda Mayo, pretended to be regretful and said, "Well, in this case, we will lose a powerful opponent. What a pity, the game process in the future will definitely be much boring." Kuroda Mayo said. His words made many guild heads around him roll their eyes. Yeah, why didn't Dragon City say something like this when they beat the shit out of you, Sakura Purgatory? How hypocritical. God's Whip Gang leader Alexander pondered. I think this matter is not trivial. It's best to find a way to prove whether Dragon City is really destroyed. The war overlord said, simple, I will send someone to try to teleport Dragon City in Jingtao City. If it cannot be teleported, there is at least a 50% chance that Dragon City will be destroyed. If it can be teleported, then we don't have to guess anymore. Everyone nodded. A trustworthy main player of the guild was selected to teleport to Dragon City and transmit the picture in real time all the way. This player stepped into the Jingtao City teleportation array, and a dazzling light flashed. Immediately arrived at the entrance to the copy of Dragon City ancient temple. Looking up and around, the majestic city walls, tall defense towers, mage towers, and players entering the dungeon in 2s and 3s to brush blueprints are all showing to everyone, Dragon City is safe and sound. Hundreds of guild leaders in the conference hall took a breath of cold air when they saw such a scene. Dragon City is so normal. Too normal. The Sea Clan's attack had only lasted 3 full days, but the Sea Clan's entire Endless Sea had come to attack the city. The Jingtao City opposite would have been destroyed 100 times. But in Dragon City, not a single brick is damaged. Everything is as before. This is Dragon City. Is this the Dragon City that just experienced 3 days of invasion by the High Clan? Wait, we can teleport Dragon City to prove that Dragon City is still there. So, how to explain the picture sent back by the giant Eagle Knight? Could it be that King's Landing used some kind of prop to make the entire Broken Dream Island invisible? At the same time, was it because of this that Dragon City survived the invasion of the High Clan? The leader of the Viking Guild, Toke, thought for a while and immediately said to the giant Eagle Knight who was responsible for investigating Dragon City. Flying over Yuan Long City, he dropped a black powder bomb. Toke's idea is very simple. If Dragon City and Broken Dream Island are just invisible, then if such a fire bomb is dropped, there will definitely be an explosion. Yes. Boss. The giant Eagle Knight knew that this move was risky. If Dragon City was really just invisible, he would die as soon as a bombardment came over. However, the guild's benefits were good, and there were subsidies for death. After hearing this order, he immediately executed it. Whoosh! One head-sized black powder bomb was thrown down. It fell all the way, and finally fell into the sea water, splashing a small wave, and sank to the bottom of the sea, extinguished the fire. Seeing this scene, the conference hall once again fell into deathly silence. Boss, I'll change positions and throw a few more coins. The giant Eagle Knight didn't believe in evil either, so he plucked up the courage to change positions and continue throwing gunpowder bombs. Plop, plop, small waves splashed up. Occasionally, a gunpowder bomb is bitten by a big fish on the bottom of the sea, triggers the mechanism, and explodes with a bang. I looked at a 2-meter-long fish with a white belly turned up on the sea surface. Hundreds of guilds have lost their voices. On one side, there is ironclad evidence that it was transmitted directly to Dragon City. On one side is the original site of Broken Dream Island, the disappeared Dragon City. Everyone has a sense of unreality and absurdity. What the hell? Or is there a big bug in the game? After a long time, the giant eagle knight hovering on the sea scratched his scalp and said hesitantly, "Boss, could it be that Broken Dream Island has been moved? Or was it taken away by some kind of big bird? You know, this is an online game developed by Country Z. It is normal for some Z elements to appear. Isn't there a big bird called Kunpeng there? The kind that can't be stewed in one pot." Hundreds of guild leaders looked at this giant eagle knight like a fool. In the conference hall, there was an increasing silence. At the same time, one announcement after another passed in front of people. Ding! Server-wide announcement. The player Junlin successfully completed the mission copy of Breaking Realm for the second time in the whole server. The clearance time was 1 minute and 12 seconds. The reward was attribute points *10. Ding! Server-wide announcement. The player Junlin successfully completed the mission copy of Breaking Realm for the third time in the whole server. The clearance time was 1 minute and 01 seconds. The reward was attribute points *10. Ding! Server-wide announcement. Inside the Broken Realm copy, Black Dragon G Mengli casually spit out a split dragon breath, and the hot dragon breath flying all over the sky instantly burned all the elite skyhook scorpions into roasted scorpions. Then he casually swung his claw over and crushed the remaining HP boss. After doing this, G Mengli complained to the owner on her back. "Master, this is the 7th time. Mengli is so boring. Can you get some stronger monsters for Mengli to fight? You see, this little thing explodes as soon as you pinch it, it's so boring." Suchen put the breaking stone into his backpack, casually selected restart the dungeon, then patted G Mengli's hard scales and comforted. "This is for you, Ying and I to break through the level. The three of us have to level up 160 times in total. Ying's attack methods are not as powerful as yours, so of course I sent you to do this." Yes too. When it comes to fighting, Mengli is better, he. When she heard her master boasting that she was better than Ying's sister, G Mengli's mood improved again. At that moment, she raised her head arrogantly and let out a long roar. Her huge wings flew across the canyon, activating the elite sky hooks. The scorpion emerged from the ground. Suchen smiled. Looking at the increasing number of breaking stones in the backpack space, he thought to himself, when he has accumulated 160 stones, he will use the massive amount in the experience storage tank experience, he will go straight to level up like crazy. With his 505-star qualification and the terrifying growth potential of G Mengli and Ying, how powerful will he be when he reaches level 100? I'm really looking forward to it. _Feilu reminds you, 3 things about reading: collect, recommend, and share. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion. Author, 7 years. Chapter 283. With the efforts of Black Dragon G Mengli. For a time, the frequency of system announcements became faster and faster. Ding! Server-wide announcement. Player Junlin successfully completed the 8th mission of breaking the realm across the entire server. The clearance time was 58 seconds, and he received the reward, free attribute points *10. Ding! Server-wide announcement. Player Junlin successfully completed the 9th mission breaking the realm in the whole server. The clearance time was 56 seconds. He received the reward, free attribute points *10. Ding. Server-wide announcement. Player Junlin successfully completed the 10th time in the whole server to clear the Breaking Realm mission copy. The clearance time was 53 seconds, and he received the reward, free attribute points *10. Billions of players across the server are flooded with these big red announcements. Each and every one of them went from initial shock, to disbelief, and finally to numbness. Even the elite players from major guilds who went to the breakthrough dungeon were excited before my mood has become boring now. That's too much. Is this game a standalone game? King's Landing boss, don't you need us to show off a little bit? Is it fun to dominate the list alone? Grass. From 1st place to 10th place, all the rewards were taken away by him alone. I'm playing with your sister. Quit. Boss, I cleared the dungeon in 53 seconds, little brother, I killed the first elite Skyhook Scorpion in 53 seconds with 1200 health points. King's Landing boss, so terrifying. Level 36 newbie shivering. Breaking the realm inside the copy. An elite shield warrior from the War Overlord Guild, holding a small forbidden curse scroll, looked at the surging hundreds of elite monsters and a silver level boss, and the online boss War Overlord with a wry smile on his face. Boss, do you still use the scroll? The War Overlord had a gloomy face. All the rewards from the first pass to the top 10 in the dungeon rankings had been taken away by Suchen alone. He then asked his subordinates to consume a precious small scroll of forbidden spells to quickly clear the level. The realm copy is meaningless and destined to lose blood. Come back, be careful not to explode the scroll, the War Overlord said helplessly. A small forbidden curse scroll is worth tens of millions of dollars. As long as you keep the scroll, it doesn't matter even if your subordinates die and lose a level. They can be trained back in half a day at most. Okay boss, I'm resurrected, boss, the scroll exploded. War Overlord. I'll give you a try. The frustration and humiliation that Suchen had suffered from entering the God's Domain online game finally reached its peak at this moment. The exploding scroll became the straw that broke the camel's back. The War Overlord suddenly fell down in the conference hall. Table, furious roar. Junlin, you bastard. I am at odds with you. Call. Finally got the 160th border stone. Black Dragon G Mengli crushed the boss Skyhook Scorpion King with one claw. Suchen took a long breath when he heard the clearance prompt. He repeated the same dungeon 160 times. Although he didn't need to do anything, it was quite boring. He immediately chose to exit the dungeon. Return to the secret realm of the Imperial City at the bottom of Time and Space Fortress. Suchen summoned the two clones of Umbrella Girl Yingying and Black Dragon G Mengli. Started to use the Breaking Stone. Ding. Consumption of Breaking Stone *140. Congratulations on successfully breaking through the level 50 limit. Ding. Consume Breaking Stone *10. Congratulations on your clone Black Dragon G Mengli successfully breaking through the level limit of 50. Ding. Consume Breaking Stone *10. Congratulations on your clone Umbrella Girl Sakura successfully breaking through the level limit of 50. All three of them broke through the level limit. Suchen immediately began to retrieve experience points from the experience storage tank and upgraded with all his strength. Swish, swish, swish. In an instant, the upgraded white light on the three people exploded into one. Ding. You've reached level 51. Get 505 free attribute points. Obtain Dragon Emperor Bloodline Ancestral Dragon Blessing to increase the upper limit of health by an additional 200 points. Ding. Congratulations. The clone Black Dragon G Mengli has reached level 51. Ding. Congratulations. The clone Umbrella Girl Sakura has reached level 51. Ding. You have reached level 52. Get 505 free attribute points. Obtain Dragon Emperor Bloodline Ancestral Dragon Blessing to increase the upper limit of health by an additional 200 points. Ding! Congratulations! The clone Black Dragon G Mengli has reached level 52. Ding! Congratulations! The clone Umbrella Girl Sakura has reached level 52. Ding! Ding! You've reached level 10. Get 505 free attribute points. Get the Dragon King Bloodline Ancestral Dragon Blessing to increase the upper limit of health by an additional 200. Ding! Congratulations! The clone Black Dragon G Mengli has reached level 100. Ding! Congratulations! The clone Umbrella Girl Sakura has reached level 100. Ding! Upgrade failed. To continue improving, you need to open the post-game expansion pack and obtain Heart of the Strong *140. Ding! Your clone Black Dragon G Mengli failed to upgrade. To continue improving, you need to open the post-game expansion pack and obtain Heart of the Strong *10. Ding! Your clone Umbrella Girl Sakura failed to upgrade. To continue improving, you need to open the post-game expansion pack and obtain Heart of the Strong *10. A total of 90 billion experience points were consumed along the way. Suchen and the two clones finally reached level 100. And an upgrade failure prompt was triggered. Like the level 50 boundary breaking mission restrictions, level 100 also has upgrade restrictions and needs to be turned on. The restrictions will be relaxed only after the late game expansion pack and obtaining enough Heart of the Strong. Of course, this has long been expected by Suchen. With his strength, as long as the late game expansion pack is opened, he will obtain strong heart. Heart is not a problem. After this upgrade, Suchen reached level 100 and only spent 900 million experience points. The two clones ate up the remaining 89.1 billion experience points. They are really two experienced rich people. Ordinary people really can't afford to support these two girls. Suchen shook his head slightly and looked at the Umbrella Girl Yingying and the Black Dragon Girl Mengli beside him. The two girls were actually sitting on the ground with their eyes closed at this moment. The aura around his body shook violently. Judging from Suchen's reactions to the two of them, it was obvious that the two who had reached level 100 were awakening to some mysterious ability. The Black Dragon Princess Mengli and the Umbrella Girl Yingying, one comes from the ancient tomb sculpture and the other comes from the Imperial City ruins. When Mengli appeared in the world, even Saint Thief Chi, who possessed saint-level power, was extremely fearful. When Yingying was originally in the ruins of the Imperial City, she had the strength of a god. Moreover, both of them actively triggered my super god level fusion talent and automatically became my clones. I don't know what the connection is between them. Suchen's eyes swept over Ji Mengli and Yingying, still unable to figure it out. At that moment, he shook his head and began to sort out his strength. The level has been raised to level 100, and the two level 100 artifacts can be worn. The advanced balance gem inlaid on the Imperial battle boots can also be taken out. Advanced balance gem, although it lowers the wearing level requirement of the artifact, it also suppresses the attributes of the artifact. The performance of Imperial battle boots is not fully demonstrated. There are also 25,250 free attribute points gained from leveling up all the way. Adding them all up, I don't know to what extent my attributes will increase. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion. Author, 7 years. Chapter 284. At the moment, Suchen directly took off the 4 advanced balance gems inlaid on the artifact Imperial picture boots. Buzz. This artifact immediately bloomed into an even more brilliant colorful stream of light. The equipment level requirement is restored to level 100. At the same time, the defense attribute has also been restored from the previous 1,500 points to 5,000 points. Suchen then put on the artifact Crown of Incomparables again. The moment this divine crown came into contact with Suchen's body, it immediately resonated with the artifact Emperor's boots. The colorful streams of light on the two artifacts intertwined with each other, causing the power of the artifacts to suddenly increase. Ding! Congratulations on successfully activating the 6 artifact set attributes *1. Hearing the system prompt, Suchen was surprised and happy. The properties of the 6 artifact sets, I wonder how strong they will be. Suchen quickly checked the attributes of the equipment. God Emperor Picture Boots, number of holes that can be embedded, 4. Level, Artifact. Player restrictions, Junlin. Level requirements, level 100. Defense, 10,000. Additional attributes. 6 artifact set attributes, 1 for each additional collection. A 6-piece artifact. The basic offensive and defensive attributes of the worn artifact are at 100%, and the player's Junlin qualification star level is at 1000. Description: one of the peerless artifacts of the Qing Emperor of the Great Yan Empire thousands of years ago. When the 6 artifacts are gathered together, they can kill the heaven and the earth and sweep across the 6 realms of gods and demons. God Unparalleled Crown, number of holes that can be embedded, 4. Level, Artifact. Player restrictions, Junlin. Level requirements, level 100. Defense, 10,000. Additional attributes. 6 artifact set attributes, 1 each additional piece collected. 6 artifacts. The basic offensive and defensive attributes of the worn artifacts are at 100%, and the player's Junlin qualification star level is at 00. Describe. The defense attributes of the 200 level artifacts have increased from the original 5000 to 10,000. And he also added me 500 more points qualification star level. Holy crap! Suchen was overjoyed. It is indeed a peerless artifact handed down from the Qing Emperor of the Great Yan Empire thousands of years ago. No wonder the description says that if you collect the 6 artifacts, you can slay the heavens and destroy the earth, and sweep through the 6 realms of gods and demons. It turns out that the attributes of the set are so powerful. For each additional artifact collected, the basic offensive and defensive attributes of the equipment will be doubled. The qualification star level will also be increased by an additional 500. Then when I collect all 6 artifacts, wouldn't the basic offensive and defensive attributes of all artifacts be increased by an additional 5 times? The qualification star level will also increase by 20 points. What the hell, this is just the first attribute activated. Suchen can't imagine how abnormal the attributes of this set of artifacts will be after all 6 artifacts are collected. At this moment, the 2 soles he wore melted into Suchen's body, and the brilliance was restrained and disappeared. At the same time, streams of heat emanated from the 2 artifacts, nourishing Suchen's body and becoming stronger. Ding! The attributes of your artifact set have successfully triggered the qualification star upgrade traceback. You get a free attribute point compensation of 500 qualification star level at level 99. A total of 49,500 points. Oh my god. The 50 qualification stars obtained from the attribute set can actually compensate for the free attribute points for level 99 upgrades. Now Suchen's free attribute points have exceeded 70,000 points in total. It has reached a terrifying 7,470 points. Change as an ordinary player, it would take nearly 15,000 levels to obtain so many attribute points. Getting more and more scary. Suchen was excited. He knew that he was getting closer step by step to the Qing Emperor who was invincible in the 6 realms 1,000 years ago. When he reaches Qingdi's strength, or even surpasses him, he will be able to truly control his own destiny. Reversal of this endless cycle of rebirth. Add all attribute points to strength. Suchen couldn't wait to check his current character attribute column. Role, Junlin. Level, 100. Race, Human. Bloodline, Dragon King Bloodline, General God level. Qualification, 1005 stars. Talent, Infinite Fusion, Super God level. Occupation, Dragon Shadow Crazy Fight. Position, Dragon General, Level, 4. Life, 54290/54290. Magic, 11100/1110. Attack, 100.494. Defense, 46,872. Attributes, Physique 1395, Strength 86,914, Main Attribute, Agility 1025, Intelligence 1110. Skills, God Descends to Earth, Holy Level, Sister Shadow Clone, God Level, Dragon Vision, Exclusive Legend, Beast King Strike, Legendary, All Directions Are Destroyed, Holy Level, Super Speed Evil Madness, Holy Level, Shura's Strike, Legend, Heaven and Earth Return to the Clan, Demigod Level, Flicker, Demigod, Barbaric Crash, Rare, Level 10 Business Mastery Shinayan, Demigod, Prospecting Technique, Holy Level, Mechanism Engineering, God Level, Battle of the Eight Wastelands, God Level, Adaptive Resistance, God Level, Equipment. Forbidden Emperor of Heaven, Ring of Dominance, Ring of Thousand Lives, Ghost Realm Heavy Helm, Daypen Cloak, Lonely Mountain Guardian Necklace, Ghost General Armor, Ghost General Heavy Legs, Ghost General Heavy Boots, Ghost General Wrist Armor Titles. The God Killer. Looking at the terrifyingly gorgeous attributes and skills, Suchen was filled with a sense of accomplishment. In his previous life, when the mid-game expansion pack was just opened, he could directly reach level 10, and his qualification star level would exceed 1000. That was something that was unimaginable. But now, not only the blood volume has exceeded the 50,000 mark. Even the attack attribute has exceeded 100,000 points. There are also more than 46,000 in defense. He has as many as 4 God-level skills. Adaptive Resistance Fighting in the Wilderness Mechanical Engineering Mating Clone, any magical skill that is used can shock the entire server. Not to mention there are 2 super artifacts on him. Although it is not displayed in the equipment column, it has really improved Suchen's strength greatly. This will give Suchen the confidence to conquer the 6 realms in the future. After sighing for a while, Suchen calmed down. Except for the 2 major artifacts, other equipment can no longer keep up with my level. I will find time to farm a batch of level 100 monsters later and integrate all the equipment on me to level 100. At that time, the attributes are expected to skyrocket. Looking at the 2 girls, the Umbrella Girl Yingying and the Black Dragon Ji Mengli, they were still sitting on the ground with their eyes closed. A layer of crystals began to slowly cover their feet. Among them, the Umbrella Girl Yingying had red crystals, and Ji Mengli was black crystal. It seems that it will take a long time for these 2 girls to truly wake up. I don't know how powerful they will be after awakening. Suchen thought for a while, and arranged an independent space around the 2 women, and set the time inside the space to double. In this way, the 2 women's awakening time would be faster. Complete the second job change mission first. Suchen took advantage of this time to teleport directly to Jingtao City, looking for the second job transfer master. The second job transfer can at least increase the player's attribute strength by 10% to 50%, and also obtain more powerful skills. If you are lucky enough to obtain a saint level or even god level job transfer, your attribute strength will increase several times. Feeler reminds you, 3 things about reading, collect, recommend, and share. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion. Author, 7 years. Chapter 285. Jingtao City. South of the city. Second job transfer master. Only a sporadic 2 or 3 players apply for job transfer here. After all, there are too few players who can clear the Breaking Realm instance within an hour or 2 after opening it. They are all elite members of major guilds. Suchen put on the deceitful mask and came to the second job transfer master. This transfer master is an orc fox girl who looks to be 30 years old. Her name is Humayr. She is beautiful, mature, and charming, and her level has reached level 100. Seeing Suchen's arrival, the Beast Tribe Fox Lady's eyes immediately lit up, and she actually took the initiative to say to Suchen, "This handsome guy from the human race, you have just broken through level 50. Come to me to receive the second transfer." The Beast Tribe Fox Lady suddenly widened her beautiful eyes, looked at Suchen and said in a voiceless voice, level 100. You're already level 100, and you're only now applying for a second job transfer. After the initial shock, Humayr's face was full of hatred. When the three elite players around heard the NPC's screams, they all looked at Suchen. Damn it! Was there any mistake? Although Suchen blocked the level cannot be blocked. The three elite players took a breath when they saw the shining 100 level number above Suchen's head. Could it be that I have been practicing shooting too much recently, and I am weak and dazzled? One elite player even wiped his eyes fiercely, in disbelief. You know, as guild elite players, they are already at the forefront of 99% of players. They have only just broken through level 50 and obtained the realm-breaking stone to do a second job transfer. But the hidden eye player in front of me has reached level 100. This is completely unscientific. The three elite players quickly recorded the scene in front of them and prepared to go back and report to the guild. Shocked. A level 100 level frenzied player has appeared in Tau City. If this news spreads, I don't know how many people will be shocked. The three elite players, who originally still had a sense of superiority and pride in their hearts, looked at Suchen. His eyes were full of awe. Facing the second transfer master's question, Suchen said calmly, "Is there a problem?" Humayr was choked by Suchen's words and rolled her eyes wildly. She hated iron and said, "Did you know that if you complete the second job transfer as soon as possible, the greater the benefits you will get from upgrading in the future, especially those of you players with extremely low qualifications? The advantage of the second job transfer skill is particularly valuable and can save you valuable upgrade time. Let me tell you this, sister, at the same level of 5 to 100, completing the second job transfer can save at least 20% of the time than not completing the second job transfer. Are you feeling special now? Little brother, sister, I found that your only advantage is that you are handsome, but when it comes to improving your strength, you are a complete novice. From now on, don't just sit back and level up all by yourself. If you have nothing to do, go out more often and communicate more and have long conversations with beautiful seniors like my sister and me. The road ahead will be much easier." Humayr patted Suchen's strong arm sincerely. She looked like an enthusiastic elder sister. But Suchen always felt that she was a little meaningful when she said the last sentence. The three elite players next to her were a little stunned. Players generally have low qualifications and are not as good as legendary NPCs. They can understand this. However, the job transfer master said that the level 100 brother in front of him wasted a lot of time in upgrading. Something is wrong. It seemed like 2 hours ago, the system has just started the Breaking Realm mission. In other words, excluding the time spent on clearing the Broken Realm dungeon, it took the level 100 brother in front of me just over an hour to upgrade from level 50 to level 100. At the thought of this, the three elite players took a breath again. This is really cheating. Is the modifier the kind where you directly enter the level and click OK? Knock it in. I want it too. An elite player he walked to Suchen and whispered, "Brother, where did you buy this plug-in? Give me a link." Suchen was speechless. He said to Humayr, "I want to apply for a second job transfer, which is the most difficult kind. Different from the first job transfer in Novice Village, The second job transfer is divided into 3 levels: normal, difficult, and nightmare levels. Each level corresponds to different career rewards. The higher the task completion, the greater the reward. Trigger the chance of hiding a profession, or even a saint level or god level profession, is also greater. Suchan's current profession is Dragon Shadow Crazy Fight, which is a legendary profession. During the novice village period, it was the strongest profession in the server. But now it is a bit unsatisfactory. Who may side yes, you are already level 100. It would be a pity not to challenge the highest difficulty level. Ding! Congratulations on your second job change mission, which has been successfully upgraded to the nightmare level. Please go to the ancient mountains in the center of the divine continent, where the titans live. Defeat a young titan and have it write a defeat letter and give it to second job transfer master Humayr, and you will get a powerful hidden profession. Mission tips: please note that the titans are extremely irritable and arrogant. They think they have noble ancient blood. Even the titans in their childhood are extremely proud. It is even harder to get them to write a book of defeat than to kill them. Humayr warns Suchan. Little brother, even if you are level 100, you must not be careless. The strength of the young titan is comparable to that of a 100-level epic warrior. Even my sister would have to spend a lot of effort to deal with it. Before completing the mission, it is best to bring 500 pounds of fine salt and pepper beef jerky and lure the young titan to the uninhabited valley. In addition, be sure not to provoke adult titans, let alone lure them to our Jingtao city, otherwise, the furious titans will directly demolish our city. Suchan accepted this nightmare level mission with a smile. In his previous life, he also accepted the same mission, and reluctantly made a young titan sign the declaration of defeat, even using small tricks of inducement. Luck is the best. In a good life, I got a saint-level profession. But this time, Suchan looked at the demigod-level King of Kings ring in his backpack. The diameter of this ring obtained from the broken gold mine, the 5-meter-long giant ring, is the identity symbol of the Titan King. If we don't capture the Titan King city on this trip and use this ring to set up a Titan King puppet, we will really be sorry for his terrifying strength. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion. Author, 7 years. Chapter 286. Located in the ancient mountains in the center of the divine continent, the top of the mountain is covered with white snow all year round. The huge Titan King city is located in this snow-capped mountain that stretches for hundreds of thousands of miles. It is said that when building this majestic royal city, the Titans flattened 1,000 snow-capped mountains. However, after the Titans offended the gods and demons of the 6 realms 1,000 years ago, this majestic royal city was destroyed into ruins. Only half of the royal city remains. In the royal city at this time, dozens of tall titans gathered in the dilapidated Hall of Sages and divided into 5 waves, glaring at each other breathlessly. These titans are all male, with a body height of 120 to 150 meters, and a powerful aura. Especially the first 5 people, each of them has terrifying demigod-level strength. Other titans also possess top-level saint-level strength. However, these titans are all injured now. Obviously they have just experienced a big battle. Noganthul, Asman, still say the same thing. Without the King of Kings ring, even if you have 30% of the royal blood, you can't even think of ruling our Titan clan. Snort. For hundreds of thousands of years, the Titans have respected the strong. For 1,000 years, no one of our 5 royal bloodlines can win against the other. In this case, it is better to separate directly. 2,000 clan members can follow whoever they want to go. Joke. There is a curse from the 6 realms of gods and demons. The further away from the ancient mountains, the faster we will age. Apart from staying here, where else can you go? Enough. The Titan named Norgonsul roared angrily, glared at everyone and said the 1,000-year deadline is coming, and those bastards placed on the continent by the gods and demons of the six realms are about to launch a full-scale war. You guys, are you really going to wait until our titans are exterminated before you will be happy? Although what Norgonsul said makes sense, the titans, like other races, all have selfish motives. After a moment of silence, the other four titans with royal blood still groaned angrily. I still say the same thing. Whoever possesses the ring of the King of Kings, Asman, will recognize him as the king. I don't recognize anything else. Me too. In addition, to have the King of Kings ring, you must also have the royal bloodline of my Titan clan. You can't just bring a cat or a dog with the ring and become the king of my Titan clan. Good. Norgonsul, don't waste your time. If you have so much energy, you might as well go out and look for the ring that Titan King Amonthul took away. Without a ring, there is no way for us to surrender. When Norgonsul heard what the four royal titans said, his face turned red and his neck was thick with anger. Go out and look for it? With the curse of the six realms of gods and demons here, do you wish I would die soon? The other four royal titans just sneered. Norgonsul sat down on the stone steps and waved his hands angrily. I don't care anymore. Let's just wait for the King of Kings ring to fall from the sky. After the total war begins, I hope you bastards can still laugh. After Suchen accepted the mission, he teleported directly to the Chang'e city in the middle of the Divine Continent. This place is still thousands of miles away from the ancient mountains where the Titans live. Fortunately, Suchen has the semi-magical skill Flicker. In less than 10 minutes, the majestic and continuous ancient mountains tower in front of you. Ding! You discovered the new map Ancient Mountains and gained experience points *1000. Suchen's figure flashed. In an instant, he crossed a distance of 10,000 meters and arrived. It happened that a waterfall flew down from between the boulders, and the water still had a faint odor. Suchen looked up and his face instantly just. I saw a 25-meter-tall Titan child, with his buttocks naked, standing among the boulders and peeing comfortably. Suchen shook his head and was about to leave. Unexpectedly, this Titan child found out when he saw Suchen, his eyes immediately started to shine. It was like seeing a strange toy. Don't run away, little bug. Turn the faucet, and the waterfall with abundant water spurted towards Suchen. At the same time, he grabbed a half-ton boulder and threw it at Suchen. I wipe it? Suchen dodged. Then he activated the holy skill God descends to earth. With a fist bump, his body immediately surged to more than 59 meters, 33 times the body size. It was twice as tall as this naughty kid from the Titan tribe. Suchen walked up to in front of him, he grabbed his shoulder with his left hand, raised his right fist, and said viciously. Have you ever seen a fist as big as a mountain bag? It was obviously the first time for the naughty child of the Titan tribe to see a human being who could suddenly grow from 1.8 meters to 9 meters in height. He was stunned for a long time. Then he said wow and started crying. The cry was deafening and the sound shook the sky. Mom, someone hit me. The naughty child cried. A louder roar immediately sounded from the other side of the mountain. Who dares to bully my baby? The ground shook suddenly. A 100-meter-tall female Titan pulled the snowy mountain over and turned it over. A huge avalanche was triggered in an instant. However, this tall and round female Titan didn't care, and rushed over in a few steps, glaring at Suchen angrily. If any outsider dares to touch a hair of my baby, I will tear your bones apart. 1 second later. The female Titan had more than 3 million blood points, but only 10 blood points were left in an instant. Level 23 God Descends to Earth has an attack bonus of up to 33 times, allowing Suchen to have more than 3 million real damage attacks with one sword. She looked at the heavy sword in Suchen's hand with great horror, her face turned pale and speechless. The naughty boy next to him was also frightened. Suchen put away his heavy sword. The Titans are not many in number, only 2,000. From now on, they will be his heavy tanks to attack cities and territories. If you kill one, you will lose one. Come on, take me to your royal city. The female Titan nodded hurriedly. Suchen returned to his normal figure and stood on her shoulders. All the way over the mountains and ridges, the female Titan Sophie held the naughty child and led Suchen towards the Titan King city. Although the snow-capped mountains are tall, although it is dangerous, in the eyes of Titans with huge size and strength, they are just like ordinary little dirtbags. Titan Sophie, whose blood volume was slowly recovering, saw that Suchen had no intention of killing her, so she returned to her chatty nature. Our Titan clan respects strength. If you are better than me, then I will call you Big Brother. Brother, are you here to do business with our Titan clan? Then you have to be careful. Those bastards in the royal city like to bully outsiders the most, but brother, you are so powerful, you should not be bullied by them. Brother, you know, according to the rules of our clan, if I am defeated by you, brother, you can forcefully marry me. My man was killed by the gods and demons of the 6 realms 1,000 years ago. As long as you don't mind that I have a child, I have no problem. Well, before true love, race is not a problem, age is not a problem, height is not a problem either. The female Titan Sophie said with a slight blush. She even dragged the giant wave on her chest with her hand to show Suchen her charm. After all, the entire Titan clan can have the strength to kill her with one sword. 2 people, you can count them all on one hand. Although the Titans are arrogant, they will still give in when facing the truly powerful, especially the female Titans. Suchen said with a dark face. Shut up. Climbing hundreds of snowy mountains along the way, a huge dilapidated royal city appeared among the snowy mountains. Titan Sophie pointed in the direction of the royal city and said, brother, that is the royal city of our Titan clan, and those bastards must be in it too. In Hall of Sages, here is the hall with only half left. These bastards have been fighting for thousands of years every day, regardless of business. So what if they have royal blood? Because of their virtues, I don't like them. Brother, you are the only one who is attractive. Suchen was too lazy to listen to the chatter of the Titan ant, and directly stepped into the Hall of Sages. Snap! He took out the King of Kings ring with a diameter of 5 meters and slapped it on the huge stone table. Suchen glanced coldly at the dozens of Titans around him and said, surrender or die. Feeler reminds you, 3 things about reading: collect, recommend, and share. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion. Author, 7 years. Chapter 287. The sudden appearance of Suchen stunned dozens of Titans around him. Immediately afterwards, all the Titans' eyes were fixed on the giant ring with a diameter of 5 meters on the stone table. The ring of the King of Kings is the status symbol of the Titan King. The one who wears this ring is the King of Titans. At the same time, it can increase the wearer's all attributes by 200%. It is the divine ring that every Titan clan, especially the Titan royal family, dreams of. Feeling the unique aura carried by the ring, all the Titans present were shocked. This is King of Kings ring. In an instant, whether they were ordinary Titans or royal Titans such as Nogansul and Aesman, their eyes suddenly burst out with a strong look of greed. If you have the King's ring, you can become the king. Isn't this what these people have been fighting for thousands of years? Almost all the Titans immediately turned red-eyed and rushed toward the ring on the stone table. Some even pulled out the giant axes from their waists and swiped at others. Looking at this posture, they would even kill each other for the sake of this King's ring. As for Suchen, who came with the ring, they all ignored him. The powerful Titans, who have always regarded themselves as favored by the gods, even dare to steal the treasure troves of gods and demons. How can humans, who are as small as ants, stand in their eyes? Only Noganthul remained motionless. In addition to greed, there was also a bit of reason and surprise in his eyes. Suchen put away the ring, flashed, and landed on the 300-meter-high broken wall of the Sage Hall. The Titans who had not grabbed the ring looked at Suchen angrily. "And, bring me the ring. This is not something you can bear. If you don't want to die, just obey my orders, Aesman." Seeing that Suchen was unmoved on the broken wall, Aesmanr, who had the most violent personality, directly activated Splitting Sky Slash and slashed at Suchen with a giant axe. The terrifying power of the Titan royal family instantly caused the giant axe to split apart. The air was filled with air. An axe beam formed purely from the power of blood flew towards Suchen with terrifying attack power. As a member of the Titan clan, Aesman's strength was second only to Noganthul's. The blood volume is as high as 10 million. The attack is even more than 1 million. The defense is also as high as 100,000. A true demigod level strength that is not suppressed by any rules. At the same time, the Titan's talent skill Splitting Sky Slash also has a certain impact on his attacks. 150% blessing effect. If this attack had been performed by any other player, or even another legendary NPC, he would definitely have died. But unfortunately, Aesmanr faced Suchen, a pervert who was regarded as a pervert by all players in the server existence. When the light of the axe fell on Suchen, who did not dodge, and there was a sound of metal and stone immediately. Immune, the prompt floated from Suchen's head. Ding. You are attacked by a demigod level attack and the attack is invalid. Immunity. Already when facing the Pope of the Church of Light, Suchen's adaptive resistance was already immune to demigod level attacks. Aesman's fatal blow, note. What? No damage at all. How can it be? Suchen's hard steel Aesmail struck with all his strength, but it was not even damaged at all. Dozens of Titans in the field had their eyes wide open, their faces full of disbelief. Nogansur had been sitting on the stone steps and did not move. His mind trembled, and he suddenly thought of a certain possibility, and his eyes were even more startled and uncertain. Suchen had a cold face, slowly drew out the heavy sword Zushan Emperor, and said in a cold voice. I said, surrender or, die. The word death had just been uttered. On top of the heavy sword, a bloody sword slashed out. Shura's blow instantly split Aesmanr, who had demigod-level strength, into two. The huge figure, more than 100 meters high, shook a little, and its gradually expanding pupils were filled with disbelief and fear before death. Boom! Aesman's body fell to the ground. Then he was quickly put into Suchen's backpack. Ding! You killed the demigod titan Royal Aesman. Gain experience points * 10 million. Obtain the demigod level material Titan Royal Aesman's corpse * 1. Suchen's move was decisive and extremely sharp. It immediately shocked the entire audience. The hearts of all the Titans jumped fiercely. They looked at Suchen standing on the broken wall and finally showed a fearful look. However, this such fear still cannot erase the greed in their eyes. The ring of the King of Kings represents not only the supreme power, but also the supreme power to crush the entire clan. Just when there was deathly silence in the field, Nogansur, who was sitting on the stone steps, finally stood up, stared at Suchen, and said coldly, Who are you? Of all the Titans in the field, Noganthul was the only one who could catch Suchen's eyes. He had always been relatively calm and restrained. Suchen threw out a piece of contract paper and slowly floated in front of Noganthul. Sign it, and I will be your master, and you will be the king of the Titans. Noganthul glanced at the contents of the contract paper and was furious. He stared at Suchen coldly and said I, Noganthul, will not surrender to an unknown person. The Titan royal family will not be anyone's slave. Suchen laughed loudly. You won't be anyone's slave. Thousands of years ago, Titan King Amonthul, didn't he become a slave of the Qing Emperor of the Great Yan Empire? Nogan. Sir snorted coldly. The Qing Emperor possesses the Supreme Dragon Emperor's bloodline and is the co-master of the Six Realms. Naturally, he can be the master of my Titan clan. You, a mere human race, have what qualifications do you have to order me? Suchen smiled calmly, and removed the cover of his ever-changing bloodline and deceitful mask. The supreme aura of Dragon Emperor bloodline suddenly spread out. All the Titans in the field have lived for thousands of years, and they had truly felt the Qing Emperor's aura thousands of years ago. Now this aura that made them tremble unexpectedly appeared on this human youth again. Suddenly everyone in the room, including Nogan Sir, took a deep breath. Guess. You, actually have the supreme bloodline. Is the legend of the Qing Emperor's thousand-year reincarnation true? The co-lord of the Six Realms, has awakened. The aura of Dragon King bloodline was only revealed for a moment, and was immediately covered up again by Suchen. To avoid being detected in advance by the gods and demons of the Six Realms. Suchen looked at Nogan Sir with a calm expression. Now, am I qualified to be your master? Nogan Sir looked uncertain. The human youth in front of him had the strength to kill them instantly with one strike. There is also the supreme level Dragon Emperor bloodline from the Qing Emperor thousands of years ago. Naturally, he is qualified to control the fate of the Titan clan. However, Nogan Thul, who had always been conceited and unwilling to be subordinated to others, was still unwilling to become someone else's slave. Something moved in my heart. He looked at Suchen on the broken wall and said, if you can lift the curse on my people, I, Nogan Thul, will sign this contract. In order to trap my Titan clan in the ancient mountains, the gods and demons of the Six Realms planted a curse that will accelerate aging after leaving here. Moreover, only by lifting the curse on our clan can we serve you better. If you can do it, you will be the benefactor of our clan. I, Nogan Sir, have another great gift for you. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion. Author, 7 years. Chapter 288. Nogan Sul knew that the current situation was extremely detrimental to him and the entire Titan clan. The 1000-year deadline agreed with the Six Realms of gods and demons is about to expire. If the Titans do not want to be squeezed by the Six Realms of gods and demons, they must rely on a strong background. The human youth in front of me moves erratically and comes and goes freely. Not only is it immune to their attacks, but it also has the terrifying power to kill a demigod-level being with one strike. Not to mention that the other party's authentic and supreme-level Dragon King's bloodline aura cannot be faked. In addition, he also has his own selfish motives. The human youth in front of him obviously wanted to become the king of the entire Titan clan. And he immediately eliminated his strongest competitor Titan Royal Azeman. As long as he signs the contract and gets the ring of the King of Kings, he, Nogan Thul, will be the new Titan King. This can be regarded as the fulfillment of his 1000-year dream. The conditions just proposed to Suchen were to give him and the Titans a step down. At the same time, it also gave the Titans a chance to get rid of the curse of the Six Realms of gods and demons. Nogan Sul stared at Suchen on the broken wall, his eyes flashing, waiting for the other party's response. On the 300-meter-high broken wall, the breeze blew Suchen's clothes. He glanced at Nogan Thul with a faint expression. The corner of his mouth curled up slightly, and he nodded in agreement. Indeed, as Nogan Sir said, only by lifting the curse of the Titans can Suchen lead these powerful Titans out of the ancient mountains to compete with the agent forces of the Six Realms and all the races of the Divine Continent. As for the generous gift, Nogan Sir said, Suchen didn't think much about it and just regarded it as the other party's reciprocation. In a flash, he left the Titan King's city. Saw Suchen disappear. A Titan Royal stared and asked Nogan Thul next to him. What does that mean? Can it really lift the curse on us? Nogan Sul smiled, without saying anything, with an inscrutable look. This made the Titan, who was also a member of the royal family, very angry, and said angrily, "Snort! Noganthul, don't think you are destined to be this Titan king. When that person comes, I will promise him more conditions. I am also a royal family, and I can also become the king of the Titan family." Norgansul glanced at this fellow man lightly and said, "Go ahead, I won't stop you." Snort! Looking at the aggrieved fellow tribesman, Nogansur sneered in his heart. To become the king of the Titan tribe, perhaps it is enough to be strong. But to become a qualified slave, you not only need strong strength, but also need to be obedient, and obedient enough. Smart. Being a servant is not that simple. Especially, being a servant to the future co-master of the six realms. Suchen came to the female Titan Sophie. It was a bit of a surprise to the latter. "Brother, did you reach an agreement with those bastards so quickly?" "Brother, I just thought about it and felt that what I said was a bit abrupt. I have a cousin who is only 2,500 years old. She is in her prime. She can be called a flower of the Titan clan. She has a fierce and big butt and is absolutely easy to give birth to. I'm the matchmaker for this. Get on the bus first and then buy the ticket. Don't stop until you reach your goal. Brother, guess what is the purpose?" Sophie blinked her big eyes, wildly hinting at something to Suchen. The latter rolled his eyes wildly. Sophie slapped her thigh hard, causing a rumble in the valley. "Oops. Elder brother. The purpose is to have a baby. Continuing the race and passing on the family lineage. I just thought about it seriously. As long as your gigantic state lasts long enough, you can definitely get my cousin pregnant. Moreover, the reproductive capacity of the human race is much stronger than that of our Titan race. Maybe my cousin can create a brand new tribal race for me." Speaking of this, Sophie's eyes widened, with an incomparable divine aura. Suchen's face was filled with black lines. His holy skill God descends to earth is obviously an unparalleled combat skill. In front of this woman, it turned into an ancestral skill. Tool. Did you know that I activated the gods descending to earth, and my combat power increased dozens of times? With millions of true damage level attack power, I could stab the strongest Titan to death with one shot. And continue the family line? And create a race? By then, your cousin will be afraid that the grass on the grave will grow several meters high. Ignore this chatty female Titan for now." She took out a purple gold coin from her backpack and handed it to the 25-meter tall man next to her. "Tall Titan bear kid. Come on, little darling, put this purple gold coin on your forehead." Suchen hasn't finished speaking yet. The Titan bear child chirped, and a strong wind came out of thin air. He sucked the purple gold coin into his mouth. After finishing it, he smacked it twice and said with a depressed mouth and a grieved face, "Liar, not sweet. Suchen. I asked you to press it on your forehead, why did you eat it?" Suchen took a deep breath, suppressed his irritable mood, and asked softly, "Do you feel anything special?" The Titan bear child, "I want to pee." Suchen. "I really want to hit someone." Wow. Another waterfall hangs in Qianchuan, flowing down for more than 10 meters. I have to admire the Titan tribe's abundant water. Even a naughty child can fill a small pond with just one pee. Huh. Suchen looked at the urine. In addition to the urine, there was also a faint hint of black air lingering in the sky. Looking at the Titan bear child again, the aging curse of the six realms of gods and demons was no longer next to the ID number. Suchen suddenly felt shocked. It seems that the effect of purple gold coins in exorcising evil spirits and avoiding evil also has an effect on the curses of the six realms of gods and demons. It is indeed a magical item soaked in the blood of dragon knights. There is a way to lift the curse of the Titans. The Titan bear stuck out his buttocks, grabbed a half-ton boulder, threw it into the urine pond, and started making mischief. Sophie on the side obviously noticed the difference in her baby, grabbed the naughty child, and looked left and right. He looked at Suchen with surprise and joy in his eyes and said, "Brother, what did you give my baby to eat just now?" "Curse, curse, it's gone." The aging curse imposed on the Titans by the gods and demons of the six realms is the most serious problem for everyone in the Titans. A small purple gold coin for Suchen can lift this curse that has lasted for thousands of years, which immediately makes Sophie even more, feeling in awe. "Brother, brother, you are so good to me. Brother, don't worry. You don't need to worry about my cousin. I'll knock her out tonight and put her in your room. Oh, brother, if I were 2,000 years younger, I would definitely give birth to 100 babies for you." Sophie swallowed a purple gold coin, and when she came back from peeing, she blushed and thanked Suchen with tears of joy. Ding! You have lifted the curse of Titan Sophie and gained the respect and trust of the other party. Your Titan clan reputation value at 100,000. Suchen smiled, and in a flash, he returned to the Titan City Hall of Sages again. He said to Noganthul, who had been waiting for him, "Gather all the clansmen." After hearing Suchen's words, Nogansur was overjoyed. Fe. Lu reminds you, 3 things about reading: collect, recommend, and share. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion. Author, 7 years. Chapter 289. A Titan tribesman blew a 100-meter-long giant rhinoceros horn. The heavy horn sound instantly spread throughout the ancient mountain range. The Titan clan members were all stunned when they heard the sound of the horn. You must know that this giant rhinoceros horn, without the rule of the Titan king, must be approved by all 5 royal families before it can be blown. In the 1,000 years since the war between gods and demons, the sound has not been sounded once. Are these bastards finally done fighting? Norganthul killed the other 4 bastards. Is a new king about to be born? All the Titans in the ancient mountains, regardless of age or sex, gathered towards the Titan King's city. The Titans have been scattered for 1,000 years, and they need a new king to guide them. Especially after being cursed by the gods and demons of the 6 realms. Under the circumstances. As time went by, more and more Titans came to the royal city and gathered outside the sage hall. Nogansur looked slightly excited and respectfully said to Suchen, "Sir, all 2,000 Titan clan members have arrived, you can begin." Ordinary tribesmen were still whispering and didn't understand why they were summoned here. Especially when they saw the Titan royal family Nogansur paying respect to a small human youth, they frowned. The female Titan Sophie, led her family. The baby stood in the crowd with his head held high, looking left and right. He looked like, "I have a big secret, and you come and ask me." It's a pity that everyone's attention was attracted by the Hall of Sages. As they passed by, no one paid attention to the talkative Aunt Sophie. Suchen waved and threw out a bag of purple gold coins. He said to Nogansur, "Share it out. Each person swallows 1 to lift the curse." Norgansul's expression perked up, and he held a bag of purple gold coins in his trembling hands, which was extremely small compared to his size. It felt like it was holding the fate of the entire Titan clan, and it felt extremely heavy. The other 3 major, when the royal family heard what Suchen said, they all stared at the bag in Nogansur's hand. "This thing can lift our curse. Can the 1,000-year curse finally be lifted? The Titan clan, can finally get out of the ancient mountains." Norgansul distributed the purple gold coins one by one. When the surrounding tribesmen heard that this purple gold coin, which was so small that it could not fit between their teeth, could actually lift the curse that had been entangled on them for 1,000 years, they all expressed disbelief. Expression. At this moment, the female Titan Sophie could no longer bear it, raised her baby above her head, and said with great excitement, "It is true. This purple gold coin can really lift our curse. I, and my children have all returned to normal, it's him. Sophie pointed at Chen standing proudly on the broken wall, and said with excitement and a flushed face, it's this heroic hero of the human race who found a way to lift the curse. Hearing Sophie's words, all the Titans looked over. It is true. Little Aspar and Sue are no longer cursed. Oh my God. After being trapped in the ancient mountains for 1,000 years, can we finally get out? With Sophie's personal statement, all the Titans swallowed the purple gold coins one after another. Hiss, I need to urinate urgently. Please say goodbye first. This gadget urges urination. I can't stand it anymore. Let's solve it under the wall first. Ladies, please bear with me. For a moment, the entire royal city was filled with clattering sounds. So angry. The aura of the curse of the 6 realms of gods and demons was also expelled and dissipated. As more and more Titans lift their own curses, the cheers of surprise in the Titan city are getting louder and louder. System prompts sounded in Suchen's mind one after another. Ding. You have lifted the curse of Titan royal family Noganthal and gained the other party's respect and trust. Your Titan clan reputation value at 00,000. Ding. You have lifted the curse of Titan royal family Loronira and gained the respect of the other party. Your Titan family reputation value at 50,000. Ding. You have lifted the curse of Titan Akrol and gained the respect of the other party. Your Titan clan reputation value at 10,000. Ding. Ding. Your reputation among the Titans has exceeded 1 million, and you are respected and worshipped by the Titans. Norgansul came to Suchen. 150. The tall figure was like pushing a mountain of gold toppling a jade pillar, and he knelt down and knelt down. Titan King Norganthul, thank you for your great kindness in lifting our family's curse. Your Excellency keeps his word, and I, Nogan Sir, will not break my promise, so I will sign the contract and make you my master. As he said this, he held the contract paper and was about to press it. Then he was stopped by another Titan Royal. The Titan Royal family, Loronira, is also willing to sign the contract and be the master. The Titan Royal family Bushansil is willing to sign a contract and worship you as the master. Titan Royal family. The 4 Titan Royal families all bowed to Suchen. They all remember Suchen's words, sign it, I will be your master, and you will be the king of the Titan clan. Of these 4 people, no one wants to be the king of the Titan clan, and no one wants to get the King of Kings ring. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been fighting for thousands of years. Norgansul on the side was so angry that a cold light flashed in his eyes. But he couldn't make the decision in all this, so he could only look at Suchen helplessly. The latter smiled. Turning over with one hand, 3 more contract papers fell into the hands of 3 other royal families. Suchen didn't say anything, but looked at the 4 of them with a half-smile. The meaning is very clear, whoever signs the contract first will be the new Titan King. Under Suchen's absolute strength and control. The 4 people immediately gritted their teeth and pressed their fingerprints one after another, fearing that they would be left behind. Ding. The contract was signed successfully. From today on, Titan royal family Noganthul becomes the slave of King's Landing. Life, death, honor and disgrace are all tied to King's Landing, and they will never repent. If you violate your oath, God will punish you. Ding. The contract was signed successfully. From today on, Titan royal family Loronira has become the slave of King's Landing. Life, death, honor and disgrace are all tied to King's Landing, and he will never be able to repent. If you violate your oath, God will punish you. Ding. Ding. You have obtained Titan Royal Master and Servant Contract *4, and have exceeded the Nightmare Level 2nd Job Change task. Please give this to 2nd Job Transfer Master Humayr, and you will obtain a powerful hidden profession. Hearing the system prompt, Suchen smiled in his heart. The requirement for the Nightmare Level 2nd job change mission was just to have a young Titan sign a defeat letter. But now he has got a defeat letter. There is also a rare Titan Royal Family Master and Servant contract, and you can get 4 copies at once. I wonder what kind of hidden profession will be obtained with such an achievement. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion. Author, 7 years. Chapter 290. The 4 Titan royal families have no room for bargaining. They could only look at Suchen eagerly, hoping that this new master would give them the throne. Suchen flicked his finger. The King of Kings ring with a diameter of 5 meters fell in front of Nogan Sir. This Titan throne is temporarily yours. If you don't do the job well, or if the other 3 are more interested in you, then one of them will take the throne. Similarly, if someone deliberately stumbles or plays dirty tricks on others while doing business, then I don't mind having another demigod-level corpse in my hand as material. Hearing Suchen's words, Noganthul, who was ecstatically taking over the ring, suddenly felt his heart skip a beat. The other 3 Titan royals also had complicated expressions. The 4 of them knew that Suchen was using tactics, but there was nothing they could do about it. They wanted to serve as the Titan King, and to be the Titan King, you must serve Suchen with all your heart. This is similar to the Qing Emperor of the Great Yan Empire thousands of years ago. Titan King Amonthul verbal restrictions are completely different. Obviously, this new owner of the Dragon King bloodline will not be so lenient to the arrogant and conceited Titans. Noganthul bowed and prostrate. I obey my master's order. The other 3 Titan royals also expressed their obedience to Suchen. Noganthul put on the ring of the King of Kings, and his aura suddenly doubled. Witnessed by 2,000 clan members, and under the jealous eyes of the other 3 Titan royal clans, he became the new king of the Titan clan. Titan King Norganthul. Nogan Sir, who ascended the throne as king, did not accept the worship of his people. Instead, he turned around and bowed to Suchen again. This proves that the real master of the Titan clan is not him, but this young human race who is small in stature but extremely powerful. King's Landing. Ding. Server-wide announcement. Titan King City surrendered to Dragon City. City Lord Junlin and became a subsidiary city of Dragon City. Player Junlin gets add 5,000 reputation value for all towns in the server. Ding. You get the 3rd city, and the Dragon General level is upgraded to level 5. The maximum number of Dragon Knights you can have, 100,000. The maximum level that a Dragon Knight can improve is level 50. As Noganthul prostrates himself, a big red announcement flashes in front of billions of players across the server. The word Titan completely shocked everyone. I'll make a big deal out of it. Titan City, surrender to Dragon City. This is too exaggerated. The Titans who dared to challenge gods and demons in the game expansion pack actually joined Dragon City. Dear bosses upstairs, are the Titans a race of giants that are hundreds of meters tall and possess epic strength from birth? I always have a feeling that King's Landing is not the same game. This announcement once again proves that my feeling is correct. The goddess scatters flowers. Everyone celebrates. City Fire Phoenix Guild warmly congratulates the boss has once again won the important city. Dragon City Jialan Temple warmly congratulates Junlin boss on another victory. Dragon City Star Guild Hot Jun's Landing boss wins another victory. Inside the Titan City, 2,000 Titans looked at Suchen. In the crowd, Sophie pulled over a young Titan girl with excitement. If this Titan girl were shrunk down to the same size as a human, she would be considered pretty and slender. Sophie pointed at Suchen and said to the Titan girl, "Look, it's him. Handsome, isn't he? He has lifted the 1,000-year curse of our clan, and now even the Titan King bows before him. Don't look at him because he is young, he has a giant enhancing skill. You don't need to remind me when it comes to night, just take the initiative yourself." This kind of opportunity only comes once in your life, so be sure to seize it. The Titan girl's face was flushed with embarrassment. She was just a young girl, how could she stand the open words of an aunt like Sophie who had given birth to a baby? Even though he was extremely respectful and grateful to Suchen for lifting the curse. Even because the Titan King recognized his master, he was shocked and curious about Suchen's strength. But she's not yet ready to commit herself to him. Cousin Sophie, what are you talking about? The Titan girl let out a cry, and quickly glanced at Suchen in the distance in a panic, then immediately turned away, her face flushed with embarrassment. The new Titan King Noganthul said to Suchen respectfully. Master, Noganthul said before that if you lift our curse, Noganthul will give you a great gift. As he spoke, he took out a small bag of crystal stones from his arms and handed it to Suchen. Ding! You get space-time crystal *10. Hearing the system prompt, Suchen's heart was shocked. Damn it! Time and space crystal. Damn it, how could the Titans have such a divine object? This is a rare divine object that can upgrade the heart of time and space. The current heart of time and space in Fortress of Time and Space is only the most basic level. But it already has 3 powerful skills: Level 1 Space Stability, Level 1 Multiple Spaces and Level 1 Time Control. If you get enough time and space crystal, how powerful will the function of the heart of time and space be? Suchen was excited in his heart, but remained calm on the surface and asked. How many more of these do you have? Titan King Noganthul was overjoyed when he saw that this mysterious crystal was useful to Suchen. By pleasing Suchen, his throne would be more stable. At that moment, he said sincerely, Master, our clan can only recognize this thing as an ancient thing. It is very precious, but we don't know how to use it, so we only got this little. However, Master, there are still some of these crystals deep in the ancient mountains, but they are occupied by a group of powerful ancient terrifying beasts. I will lead my tribe to get them all for Master. Suchen said, let's go together. The space-time crystal plays a great role in him and is the core of the entire space-time fortress. It would be great if there were mines of space-time crystals hidden deep in the ancient mountains. Now Nogansur selected 100 of the strongest titans and led Suchen to the depths of the ancient mountains. Along the way, Nogansul reminded Suchen solemnly. Master, this ancient terror beast is very powerful and has a strange ability. Every time it fights with it, some of its power will be absorbed by the ancient terror beast. As a result, these ancient monsters become stronger as they fight, but our clan becomes weaker as they fight. Therefore, unless absolutely necessary and without absolute certainty, our clan will not easily provoke these guys. Hearing Nogansur's words, Suchen was amazed. And such monsters? Able to drain the enemy's power from combat? If I gain the ability of this ancient terrifying beast, wouldn't it mean that I will become stronger and more energetic as I fight? Thinking of this, Suchen wants to see what kind of place is deep in the ancient mountains. Feilu reminds you, 3 things about reading: collect, recommend, and share.